Leigh-Anne Jansen live now to Cape Town. And Leigh-Anne, the Judge Desai, saying that the crime was violent, excessive and gratuitous. And that's probably the best summary of this very heinous tale.
Well, Judge Siraj Desai called Henri van Breda a cold-blooded killer and said that the fact that he decided to conduct these attacks when his family was asleep showed that he had premeditated these murders.
The reality of all of this, though, Leigh-Anne, is it might have been premeditated, but we still don't know why. That was pointed out by the judge in no uncertain terms.
Yes, Judge Siraj Desai again also saying that Henri van Breda did not show any remorse, and he chose not to. He also didn't take the court into his confidence in telling the court what the cause was for this attack, or the motive for this attack. So as it stands, nobody knows what happened on that fateful morning, the early hours of the morning, other than Henri van Breda.
So taken down to the court holding cells about an hour and a half ago. What's the process going forward now? Where will he serve this sentence?
Well, it's believed that he will serve the start of his sentence in the hospital section of Cape Town's Paulsmoor prison. His lawyers have indicated that they will intend to apply for leave to appeal. That will then be heard before Judge Siraj Desai as well, who will then have to decide whether or not to grant the leave to appeal. And essentially this is to find whether or not another court would have found a different outcome to this trial.
Leigh-Anne, it was widely expected that he was going to get 3 life sentences as well as the additional sentence for the obstruction of justice. We can talk about that in just a moment. But obviously you were courtside. You've been covering the story in a great deal of detail. What response then, firstly, was there from him when that sentence was handed down, given that he's shown impassive features throughout the entire duration of this court case? But secondly, within the court itself, what did you hear?
Well, other than a nod acknowledging the sentence that's been handed down to him, there was no reaction from Henri van Breda throughout this trial. He sat there virtually emotionless. He did smile at his girlfriend this morning as well, but other than that, Henri van Breda throughout the court proceedings has not shown any emotion.
All right, Leigh-Anne Jansen in Cape Town, thank you very much indeed.